It feels like every single time I start a stream and I don't know what's happening. That's how I start it, with a long guttural. I don't know, a long groan of sorts. Hold on a second. We're still getting this. We're still getting this thing started. Give me just a sec. I don't think that is set up correctly. Voice and video output. There we go.
Hello.
Hey,
Howdy.
what's up, dog?
Uh, Nothing really. Okay, there I am, actually.
Hey, by the way, did you the last few streams when I did DDR, did you actually announce it on
Mm,
the Mott server or not?
I did not. No. Do you want me to this time?
Sure. Why not? Bum, bum. I'm still setting everything up, fam. I apologize for the situation, but we will be on it. To tell you guys kind of what's up, I know this is gonna be a very different kind of vibe since the DDR streams where I was bouncing all over the place and having a grand old time getting hyped. This one's gonna be much more calm because I'm not getting sweaty. To my knowledge, I probably won't be getting sweaty. Instead, I'm going to be working on the next project that I want to do, which is an animation. And it's been a long, long time since I've wanted to get into animation again. But I don't know. I think that part of what it is, I think a large part of what it is after I tried game development and fell right flat on my face, big ol' nosedive straight into the ground. I want to go back to something comfortable. I want to, like, the only thing I really ever did. I mean, you could say that my YouTubing quote career end quote was somewhat successful, kind of, but definitely I would say, if I were to say, I would say that my animation career quote end quote was the closest thing that I ever did to doing something that was kind of successful. So, just want to kind of go back to something comfortable. What do you think about that, Secretary?
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's a very unfamiliar thing for me. I'm so used to uh, doing stuff that I've never done before, and stuff I'm uncomfortable with, and always on purpose. It's always because I want to challenge myself, and because I get bored of things that I'm familiar with. But no, I think like maybe it was like how they send kids to visit prisons for the Scared Straight program or whatever. I think that's what happened to me with game development. Hey, by the way, how's my mic? How's the mic level? Everything good there?
It sounded good when we first started. Let me mute real quick and listen to it.
Okay. Um, what was the? Oh, while I'm getting the rest of this started, after you check the mic levels, um, look for some license-free like study music that I can play in the background because I'm definitely not going to be chatting this whole time.
It's so weird hearing like two of you at the same time.
Hey, you
But
like it?
yeah, I do. But I might be a little louder than you. So,
Okay, that can't happen.
exactly.
I think that my mic is a little bit low, which is what I can change. Let's find out. At some point, by the way, I'm going to make a video about the shake that I make, and it's going to be titled "This Shake Changes My Life" or something like that. Because
Oh my god.
hey, shut up! It's ridiculous, man. Like you know that I'm night and
Yeah.
day different when I get up on that stuff.
I know, and I just got all of the ingredients
Yeah.
today. I did actually.
Congratulations! You excited?
I am. Hopefully, my body doesn't reject it this time.
So I turned my mic way up, and I think it's too loud now. I turned it up to 100 from 71, I think. So I'm going to turn it down. I think 90 is good, as long as I don't get too hyped and start yelling and stuff. Dude, I know I'm saying this a lot lately, but I am so happy that I'm cursing less on streams. It just feels so much better. Like I could have just said shit, but instead I said stuff.
But you still said it.
You know what? It's to make a point,
Okay.
It's it doesn't matter. You got to keep the perspective, man. Come on.
I know.
Shut up. All right. Setting up the rest of the stuff to get started here. Wait, I thought this was for request access to streaming. What? I wonder. Oh, that's why. I was logged into the wrong account because I've got 5 million of them. I love how I've got a big black screen just hanging out right now. There we go. There we go. Got the chat. Cool. Yeah, I think I got everything ready. Fantastic. All right, let's get this thing started. So to give you guys a brief synopsis, an idea of what this stream is going to be about. I have no idea how long it's going to be, but I had some time between my first and second shifts at my job, and there was basically nothing I was going to do for the next 2 hours or so, 2 to 3 hours. And Tears of the Kingdom is getting I've played I got that like 3 weeks ago, and I've played probably like over 100 hours now, and it's still fun, don't get me wrong, but I guess I just felt like accomplishing something instead of playing more Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing is creating the stage for the main room, pretty much the only room that's going to be in this new animation where we're going to work on. It's going to be, we're still very much in the rough concept stage of this whole thing, but feel pretty good about it. I think I am a fan. What is going on here? Oh, do I have 2 separate windows? I do. Okay, cool. I don't think I need this. Oh, and fair warning to anybody, this is going to be a really boring stream. Oh, did you get that? Did you get that license-free music for me?
I'm looking for a video. What sort of vibe are you trying to go with?
Probably like study music, something really calm. It's just some good background. Here we go. Let me do a search for background license, non-licensed background music, instrumental, no copyright. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that'll work. Oh, I turned it down to there. Yeah, it's all inspirational and stuff too. Hear that? I said stuff again. Man, I'm so clean. Cool. Is this on shuffle? No, but it is now. Cool. Fantastic. Let's get this show on the road, fam. Okay. So this is the rough idea for what I want to go for. A desk in the middle of a medium large size room. And we just gotta kind of fill out. I'm thinking,
Are those the lights?
yeah, I need to simplify this. I mean, I don't, but I probably should. All right, let's do this. Why can't I grab this? Do I have it on inability to select it? Probably. No, I don't. What? I'm trying to select this face. Why can't I? I can select that one. I can select that one. This is a nice jam. Okay. Let's just start a new file. Why not? All right. So what I'm thinking is, I had that other file set up pretty well. I'm actually going to go back to that one, but I'm just going to clear everything out in it. All right. Don't need any of the lights yet. That's going to be a long way down the road. It still tripped me out why I can't select these edges or faces. Okay. Are these separate objects? They are. Oh, that's because those were the doors that were rising and lowering. Okay. All right. Don't need those yet. Those will come in at some point in time, but don't need them now. Why is that a separate room? Don't know. It's gone. Wow, is it Control Plus? It is. Whoops. All right, now we're cooking with gas. All right, so do we need the camera yet? You know what? Let's just keep it and throw it outside the room for now. Okay. So I'm thinking, and it's funny because very much like Tooth, they're not going to really be moving around much. They'll be moving around in place a bit, but they're not going to be stretching their legs. They're going to be sitting down the whole time. It's for ease of animation purposes. So we don't really need anything that's going to be in this room to be like, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to look good. What is it for ring cut? I thought it was Control R. Is it Shift R? Oh, I don't know what it was, but I did it. One of the things I want there to be kind of a step down after the desk. I turn to that jam real quick. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking a step down after the desk they're sitting at. We have to do something with that big wall in front of them. And I was thinking originally like a big monitor, but then we have to put something on it. I want some panels strewn about the room, along the walls and stuff like that. Stuff that you could imagine they'd like go to and press buttons and flip switches and stuff. And again, they're never actually going to. It just has to look like they might. What do you think should go on that wall, Secretary? Secretary?
Sorry. I'm thinking lockers, but that doesn't make sense for the room, though.
No, it doesn't. This is going to be like a control center.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe not lockers, but like those, like sort of metal, drawers, I guess. You know, the ones that hold like manila folders.
File cabinet?
Yes, file cabinet.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking for.
It's funny. I laugh at that, but at the same time, like, that's so... Who the hell uses file cabinets anymore?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, me either. All right, so...
Probably the government.
One thing I do want to do is I want to move these guys a little bit closer to the door. I'm going to try to avoid being too OCD about placement, but at the same time, it's going to be kind of OCD. So they're going to be a little bit closer to the door, to where it looks like, you know, you step to that door, you sit down at your desk, and you can still get around the desk, but you don't need like a ton of room to do that. Oh, you know what I might do actually? Here, let's do this. So that's a good amount of space, right? They can get around the desk. Cool. I'm thinking of, instead of this being a big square, I'm thinking of that maybe it's at least a pentagon. Wait, no. Pentagon is how many sides? Penti? It's 5, right? How many sides on the pentagon?
You're asking the wrong person.
That's very true. Anyway, I'm thinking that I'm thinking of chopping at least these two corners in the front here to kind of like match the way the desk is cut like that. So to have these two corners come to an angle. What's up, Roget?
Sides, by the way.
It is fine. Yeah, it looks like we we finally got a response from that. Thank you, man. It's I'm glad to be back, man. It's I've been through some stuff. It's been a ride, man. But you know, inspirational quote. I don't know. All right, let's do that, and I don't know why. Oh, you know, I do know why. So, I think that I'm going to use this to cut the sides off. Here, let's just start making some cuts and go from there. So let's put that right at the edge of the desk. And then let's put some more cuts like that. Is that good? Oh, yeah. Now we got some nice cuts in the corner. Let's get rid of this line because it's just unnecessary. There we go. I don't really think we need this one either. There we go. Let's also just kind of want to make this as clean as possible, fam. And also, I definitely don't know what I'm doing because I'm a straight up amateur at this stuff. But you know what? I've got ambition or something. This room also feels a little bit tall. Let's do this. Let's grab this, slide a little bit up, because they're sitting down, so that door seems a little bit small if they were actually going to be standing up. That looks about right. And then let's go ahead and what is it? To loop select, control, nope, alt. Whoops. That's Windows. Whoops, again. There we go. There we go. And let's bring down the roof a little bit. Whoops. Ooh. Oh, we just had ourselves a happy accident. Oh, we are definitely going to have a peak, I guess you'd call it. All right. Let's do some of that action. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know how many other... I'm not going to refer to myself as an artist. Okay, so let me put it this way. I don't know how many artists feel the same. But to me, there's nothing more intimidating than a blank page. Just looking at something that has nothing on it and then thinking about, like, okay, what do I add? What's going to be the first stroke? Secretary, you're an artist. How do you feel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay, so we got that going for us. I'm thinking, here, let's try this first. Let's take this one step at a time. Let's knock out, whoops. Let's knock out that wall. Let's just delete the vertices. There we go. I know at least that these are going to go for sure. What is it to create a new edge? There we go. It's F. Then let's throw a... Oh, come on. Throw a face on there. There we go. There we go. You know what? I should probably mirror this. Yeah, it's definitely going to be... Okay, let's mirror this thing. No sense in doing anything twice. The ring cut. What did I just do? Whoops. There we go. Okay. I am really liking these jams, by the way.
Are they good?
They are good.
Are they the tastiest of jams? Because I can't hear them.
Yeah. You'll get it later.
Well, but I believe you. I believe they're good.
All right. There's our now half, and then let's go ahead and add a modifier. There we go. Now we only ever have to do everything once. Now how do I feel about just that front? Here, let's do the back as well, and let's just see how I feel about it. You know what? I already don't like it. Secretary, what do you think?
It looked like the face on the like the roof was getting a little
Yeah, I'll work on that. Don't worry about that yet. What's more important at the moment is, how do you feel about a octagon room versus a whatever the hell a gun room it was? I feel like, I don't know, this feels a little too capsule-y.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about the like it being flat on the back, but looking at it this way, I do like that one a little more.
Yeah. It looks much more, it draws the focus into the front more. The back corners are, I don't know, the shape just looks better. And also, yeah, it brings the focus to the front more. The other way, it felt too bland. Let me turn down my air conditioner real quick. Getting a little too frosty in here. Okay. So yeah, we got some roof funk. What is going on with that one? Let's go ahead and create some edges here. Do some knife cuts. I think that we want to do that one right there. Either that or we got two different ways we can go about this. I think that that's going to be the one that we do, or we can do this one. Whoops. Whoops. Hey, stop. Stop it. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the first one. That looks gross. Dude, these jams. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely sticking. Yeah. I'm going to be rounding out a lot of things in this, doing a lot of, what is it? Soft. Well, hold on, let me just check real quick. Smooth shading. So, like, anybody who's watching right now doesn't know what I'm talking about. The difference between the shading on the close sphere and the far sphere is the close sphere has, I don't know. Oh, flat shading. That okay. I didn't know what the alternative to smooth shading was. So the close one has flat shading. The far one has smooth shading. A lot of things in this animation are going to have smooth shading, but I think that the room is going to have a lot of flat shape or a lot of flat shading because it's got to look like a proper. I love these jams. These jams got me. It's got to look cold. It's got to look like business is going on here. Okay. What else am I
I say that because the roof makes me feel like there should be some sort of like skylight or something in the middle.
So I'm thinking that the idea is going to be that this is like some sort of subterranean thing. Like maybe we'll do. I don't know exactly what the lighting's going to look like yet. You definitely, absolutely, I agree that would fit really well. But I'm feeling like I want to make it feel like there's no natural light, like they're underground, they're doing serious business. They need to be hidden underground.
Yeah.
I don't like how this song has lyrics in it. Get it the hell out of here. Okay.
Yeah, that song was garbage.
I thought you weren't listening, man.
I'm not,
No.
but I'm agreeing with you.
Surprise, surprise. Freaking enabler.
I'm really not, and you know I'm not.
Little bit.
I got you one game.
You got me a bag full of death tamales. That's what you got me.
That's what you wanted for your birthday.
Yeah, those who are enabled usually want what they're getting from the person who's enabling them. Are you kidding me right now?
You didn't like tamales until Christmas.
Bruh.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I love tamales, and I've always loved tamales.
Hated tamales.
Negative. Tamales are the
You said
jam.
you hated tamales.
It will be my last meal when I'm sent to prison. Will be a big old bag full of Secra tamales.
Well, now you have to wait until Christmas again.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, now you have to wait till you go to prison.
Oh, well, that too. Since you're
Hey, man.
an enabler.
Hey, it's facts. Facts has been spoken.
It's really not, though.
Why am I here? That's what the camera's attached to. Let's get that whole thing out of here. Okay. So far digging the shape. I still do want to bring down the front here. How do I want to go about that? Do I want to, I think I just need to grab this edge. No. Let's do this. Or should I create another cut right here? I mean, that's perfectly lined up. I should probably do that. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Okay. Then let's grab these guys and bring those down. There we go. Yeah, that look at how ooh, they are doing business in there, fam. Look at that, man. You don't have a step down like that if you're not doing business. I think that I want to bring in this wall a little bit. Do I want to? Oh, you know what? Yeah. I want similar space. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I don't think that's going to work out because I think I want this to be clear right here. And then I want something in the corner. And then I want something along this wall too. So it's going to need a little bit more space on that side. I was thinking a similar amount of space between their desk and the back of the room as there will be from their desk and the side of the room, which it looks like there's more now because there is, but we're going to dress up that side with some like terminals or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Cool.
All of the filing cabinets.
We will. We're gonna throw at least one filing cabinet in here for sure, just because you started the meme. Let's keep this aligned right to the side of their desk because why not? And then same with this one because my OCD demands it. There we go. Wait. Oh, is it because their desk is off the ground? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's also bring this whole thing down so it's perfectly ground level.
They're going to get a good little workout if they need to go down that ramp. See that incline that you have going on there?
Bro, if you think that is a workout, I need to seriously question how this talk about going to the gym you've been doing.
No, dude, that looks steep. What are you talking about?
It's also like a step. Actually, no, to be fair for you, that's like 50 steps. Never mind.
Exactly. So, no, you're playing.
You're like, that is a trek, man. That's going to take me 3 years to get down there. And I'm like, yeah, that's one stride, dude. That's an easy stride at that even.
Oh, but it's not, though, okay? I have little legs.
All right. Let's grab this guy. Let's do one of those. I think I'm going to... This is not related to your complaints about how steep it is. I just kind of wanted it to be a little bit more extended. And then maybe actually we bring this back in a little bit. There we go. All right. Feel pretty good about all that spacing. What do you think, Secretary?
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So let's... I think it might... I don't know. Have you thought about... we've got to put a screen on that front wall. Maybe actually even 3 screens. But the thing is, again, we're going to have to put something on them. And that's going to complicate things. We're not going to see from the back a whole lot. Like, more often than not, the camera is going to be up in this kind of space. Like, focusing on the characters' faces and the sides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that... Okay. Let me get a list going real quick. of different kinds of, I guess you might call them modules, we'll have throughout the room. I'm thinking something like a radar, something like a, a couple of EKGs. EKG is the thing that monitors someone's pulse, right?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
My aunt just had one this morning, so I think so.
Okay. All right. Concept. Here we go. Room. Control panel, levers, long and wide, knobs, meters. Okay. So let's go. Sonar. That's basically the same as a radar. Radar. EKG. What other kind of stupid modules could they have? We'll figure it out. But those are a couple of good things to start with. Okay, so back here, I think we'll just have a flat wall, and then the machines will start with this wall. With the step down is the only part that I'm not sure what will be. Will there be anything on that step down part of the wall? What's up, Vangeli? Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen my face too, man. Let's also. So ideally, I think that it'd be super awesome to have those three screens on these, like three big screens on these walls. But again, we got to put something on them, and maybe I'm overthinking that. Maybe it's going to be easy to do something like that. I wonder how easy it would be to just put to green screen them and then put some not copyrighted stuff, but just dumb crap on them, just dumb random crap.
Oh, that should be pretty easy, right?
I don't know. You tell me, man. You're the genius.
Yes, it should be easy.
I'm glad to hear that, Vane. That's awesome to hear, man. Something that's been really interesting to me is Tooth is a great example. After I made Tooth, I was not super stoked with it. The idea behind Tooth was to make something that was extremely easy to reproduce, to just knock out, episodes, and to just see if consistency would turn into something. If I could get a fan base based on consistency. Well, I did, and that was wild. And after the fact, not too long after that, I was really unhappy with having gone that route, because I felt like it wasn't very artistic at all. I felt like it was pretty, by design, right? The whole idea was to make something that was easy to reproduce, something I could manufacture. I had the same sort of feeling after the Poosh days. I still can very easily look back and cringe, right? Be like, oh my God, Stay Pushy is so stupid. But the idea was to make something that was stupid, to make something that was, you think about it and yeah, you kind of cringe, you kind of laugh, what the hell does that even mean? And I was ashamed or embarrassed for a while about, that, but I've developed an appreciation, because same as Tooth, I've gotten so much feedback from people, just like Vane just said, that it was a part of his childhood and that he appreciated it. I think it's such a shame if I can't look back on that and also appreciate it, So thank you, Van. And I'm glad that I've gotten to a place to where I can understand what it was, even instead of just looking at what it wasn't. Yay. Good talk.
Speaking of the Poosh days.
Oh, God.
So I never watched Boson X back then, and I knew about the meme.
Yeah.
But I think about a month or so ago, I decided to watch them. And I gotta tell you, they were probably like the funniest things that I'd ever watched.
I think that's an overstatement.
I'm not even joking. There are some Poosh videos that I can definitely kind of cringe at, but the Boson X ones, I definitely got a good laugh out of. They were pretty good.
It's wild because there was what I like to refer to as the golden era of the Poosh. A lot of the early stuff, I know what I was going after and I can appreciate it, but I look at it now and I'm like, it's so much. If nothing else, it's just really aggressively in your face. It's a lot. But the golden era is when I settled down a little bit and just kind of let the jokes come to me instead of forcing them. And I can look back at those and feel really good about it. And then after that, I felt like it kind of slipped into maybe a little bit too relaxed and just not really, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, there was that sliver of time, which just felt really good.
I don't know, man, because when I found your channel again, the first video that I'd ever watched was the juicing one. And I was just like, yep, this is where I'm at now. It was good. I love that video. I'll watch it from time to time.
Some of my
fun.
I would say that my favorite content is the stuff where those kind of skits, like the bulk beef jerky and stuff like that, I would say is definitely the favorite stuff that I've done before.
You cut out completely there, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. I said that
I'll listen to it again.
my favorite content that I've made is like the stuff like the bulk beef jerky, son of a, and the doctor video and all that, the skits. I think what it comes back to is it wasn't being a Let's Player is so. It's easy for one to do it. To succeed at it is extremely difficult. And I can't speak on that because I didn't really succeed at it. And that's fine. I don't say that like, oh, I didn't succeed. No, it's facts. It didn't take off and it's fine. But the stuff like the bulk beef jerky and the doctor video and the juicing video, it felt fresher, no pun intended, because of juice, but, yeah, it just, I don't know. I have a lot more appreciation for that. And as much as I don't have appreciation for a lot of the Tooth stuff, but at the same time, even though, yes, I'm coming back to, hypothetically, I mean, we're still obviously at the very early stages of this thing. For the love of God, I'm still making the room that these guys are going to be in. So, it's not, we're far from done with even the first episode, but, it feels different because the scripting is it's being gone through with a lot finer tooth comb.
Got it.
And the thing is that with the last, I'm pretty sure that the line was the last tooth that I've done, right? The one where they're standing in line for the new cell phone or whatever.
Oh, I don't remember, but I do know that that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's my favorite too because again, it was something that I actually worked on. Like most of the other scripts, it was very. So there's the OG too, for like the first 13 episodes, which are the kind of the old animation quality. Those were like I would sit down and I would knock out the script in like an hour, if that. I would just sit down, knock it out, done. And I wouldn't go back to it. I would just leave it as it is. And maybe during, doing some of the voice lines, I'd add a thing or two or remove a thing or two. But once I got to the new animation style, it got a little bit more refined. But then with the line, it got really refined. That went through. I don't think it went through multiple revisions of the entire script, but it definitely. I sat on it for a while and I kind of added and removed things over time. And once I finally actually, put it out, it felt a lot cleaner. It felt like I really, tried to make it as good as it could be. And with what we're working on now, Secretary already knows because I scripted it with her. And if this thing gets any sort of traction whatsoever, I would absolutely love to make the whole process or to stream the whole process to where we start from a concept, just an idea, one specific thing, and go, okay, let's build a script around that, and with people who are watching, having them be able to throw in lines and stuff like that. And also while I am voice acting it, also have people be able to give feedback and stuff like that while I'm doing it. So you guys could see every stage of the process for each episode. I don't think that I'm going to do that for this, but I'm already streaming, creating the room, and I'll probably, I don't know. We're going to take it one step at a time, but I wouldn't be surprised if I stream creating the characters and all the things that are going to fill out the room. So we'll find out, but yeah, y'all know that though. From the beginning, I love people being a part of the whole process. Like I would stream the Let's Plays that I would later edit down, stuff like that. So I've just always really appreciated people being in on it. Vane, I really appreciate you sharing that with me, man. I'm just really happy to have finally gotten to the place where I can stop freaking out about having so much control over creativity and stuff like that. Being like, oh, this has to be exactly this thing, and if it's not, it's a failure. No, like nothing turns out exactly how you want it to, but more you can appreciate the little things not being perfect, I think the better off you're going to be. At least that's how it works for me, definitely. So what I was doing with the back wall, what I was thinking of doing is making all three walls the same width. But I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, I was thinking of making all three walls the same width to put the three screens on there and have them all, be the same size. But now what I'm thinking of doing is having the middle back wall be one big screen and then have two smaller screens. They'll still be pretty big relative to the guys, but I do love the concept of them like being in this control room and there being just the dumbest crap on the screens. That does please me.
Okay. And I'm already thinking about like the memes that I could probably put there sometime in the future.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was also thinking like, are three screens is it gonna be too much going on? But again, you're only gonna see it like in passing, right? So like as an example of how this is gonna work in terms of camera movement, like it'll be focusing on, God, they're sitting so low. No wonder I had them higher. I was wondering what that was all about. Okay. So like it'll be focusing on them and sliding around and rotating and zooming in and, top down and bottom up and stuff like that. And occasionally it'll do like a 360 and you'll see those screens in passing. Again, I'm just really hoping that we can find out how to incorporate that smoothly, and hopefully it's not too much of a struggle.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Vane. It's funny because perfectionist, like most of my favorite artists are perfectionists. I think that a lot are in general, and it's like, I think to a certain degree, right? You think of the extremes, right? There's perfectionist, someone who is so obsessed about getting it right that they never complete anything. I think that's one end. And then you've got the people who don't care at all. They're not perfectionists. And they're like, they fart crap out. And I would say that, I mean, if you're going to be one or the other, I would say actually be the one that just farts crap out. Like, don't even worry about things being perfect, because at least something is created that way, Like, there's nothing worse than being so tied up about something being perfect that nothing is made at all. Just look at my music career. That's a perfect example of that. That's the worst. I could have made a lot of stuff, but I was so tied up about it being perfect. So I really think that it's got to fall in the middle. And where in the middle you fall depends on you as a person and a creator and all that. So I don't know exactly, where the best point is, but I would definitely say that it's more important to make sure that you end up actually producing something than being so overwhelmed by it needing to be perfect. But
yeah, I wish I didn't care as much.
But it's
like, I have so much like artwork that I've worked on in the past like year or so, and I haven't even like posted it or anything. Because I just don't feel like good about it.
But again, I would still say that there's something to that. I would say that it does. If you're not at least partly that way, then you just kind of, I don't think someone cares enough about their craft if they're at least, or if they're not at least partly obsessive about it, right?
Yeah.
So again, it's like, you can't be so bad with it that nothing ever gets created, but at the same time, you need to care. So, I'm having you know what? I think, okay, so I was initially thinking that actually we would split it up to where these front side walls, let's just click them so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. I'm not in it. There we go. So this guy right here, both sides, so I can't select both of them since it's a mirror thing. That whole front panel will be a screen regardless. That's definitely going to be a screen in the end. But I was thinking these side panels right here, instead of doing screens on them as well, so there's 3 screens up front, I was thinking of breaking that off and then instead putting a screen over here as well as the front. But I think it's going to look better to have 3 screens in the front.
Yeah.
So that'll be fine. Cordell says, acceptance is powerful as a perfectionist. We want our vision to be what it was meant to be, too, but it's like you said, nothing ever works out exactly like you want. Yeah, it's just, there's no, sorry for slaughtering what you said, by the way, Cordell. There's no right answer, man. That's just, it is so easy to get caught up in thinking that there is a correct answer to, the right way to create or whatever. I really want to read the new book by, I think it's his only book. I'm almost positive it's his only book, but by Rick Rubin. That's his name, I believe. Is it Rick Rubin? It's on my Amazon wish list. Give me a second, fam. It's got to be Rick Rubin. Come on now. I'm going to be pissed off at myself if I don't know. It is Rick Rubin. Sweet. So yeah, it's called The Creative Act, A Way of Being. And he's worked with an ungodly amount of popular artists, musical artists. And one of the first lines in the book, if not the first line, is everyone is creative. It's not something that you have to earn. It's not something that is reserved for, certain people. And it's just, I read that and it was really, like, I knew that, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I don't know, having this guy who is way better than me say that, is just sort of comforting, to know that, yeah, everyone does have the right to be creative. It's not reserved for Kanye.
Oh, no.
Thank you, by the way, Cordell. All right, let's get back to business here. Okay, so we are going to put the 3 screens in the front of the room. We will make the middle screen a little bit. Oh, we're getting jazzy with the song in the background. I love it. We will go ahead and make the middle screen a little bit bigger. Just a touch. There we go. And then the side screens will be a little bit smaller. I think it feels about right. And we'll put a couple of panels or a couple of like workstations. Ooh. Initially I was like, it's going to be pretty awkward to put like full on big brick, workstations underneath those side ones because there's that step down. So they're going to need to be like triangles kind of. But now I think what we'll do is we'll put some like floating keyboards hanging off the wall underneath those screens. And then on the middle screen, we'll have just one big screen. And it'll be a little bit lower on the wall too. I think that'll look good. Let's actually, let's start throwing some shapes in here real quick.
I feel like there should also be like a motivational poster somewhere.
Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you know what we're also going to do with that? You just dug yourself in. Congratulations. Because that's going to be custom art every time that you're going to make.
Okay.
And it's going to be different every time. There'll be at least two posters. And since we have these flat walls on the back here, that's where we can put them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make one with a STD hanging off of a tree.
Do it.
I will.
Those who know. Those who don't are very confused right now. An STD hanging off of a tree. What is she talking about? All right. So here's going to be our screen. What is it for? What the hell was that? What? Did I just delete it? I did. Whoops. I thought that it was G. Oh, I was pressing H. G. Okay. No, X. I thought it was 0. Why is that? If I'm setting it to 0, there we go. That's what I wanted. Whatever. Oh, I pressed H again. Okay, here we go. So this screen, let's make it a little bit taller. Dude, I gotta stop pressing H. Oh yeah. Nice big old screen. Let's throw a color on that real quick so it stands out a little bit more. Am I not in? Oh, is it not going to show colors in this mode? I don't think it is. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we got some like Christmas music going on now. Oh my god, this is awesome.
Man, I'm feeling in the spirit right now. This is so good.
You are a dirty liar. Okay, so this screen, this big old screen, is going to be a little bit more low-centered like that. I'm thinking. And then, oh, this jam is so sick. I love it.
I'm dancing right along with you. This is so good.
You're gonna shut the hell up. Is what you're gonna do. Okay. I'll make this as perfect as I can here. This reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie a little bit. Which,
Ooh.
oh, I love that game so much. I need to play that game again.
I need to find my 64. I've been wanting to play some old games again. Make me feel like a child once again, instead of being all old and decrepit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the same way?
Shut it. Hold on. Why is it? There we go. I know this is obsessive, and I don't really care, but I'm going to make sure these actually have a 16:9 aspect ratio.
Oh my god.
Actually, is that going to be more work than it's worth? Yeah, it's going to be more work than it's worth. Screw it. Okay. Ooh, you know, you know, it is going to be weird. Oh, you know, yeah, let's do this actually. There we go. So those are going to be centered a little bit higher, but because they're smaller screens, hell yeah. I know I didn't complete that thought, but I didn't have to.
Do you also have to mirror that screen, or are you just gonna copy paste?
Do I just gonna?
How did I say that word?
You did. I'll probably just copy paste it. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. Do is just gonna. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Whoops.
Oh, did you put a color on the screen, by the way?
I did, but colors aren't showing up because, so if I go into, what is it called? Let's actually use the terms here. Viewport shading mode, which will show colors. Wait, hold on. Those are both, hold on. Material preview versus solid display.
Huh?
Okay, so this is solid display, but if I go into material preview, it'll show color, but it will also disable the back culling. So back culling right now, you can see how when I move around, the walls disappear, so I can see through them, right? If I go into the other mode, that won't happen. So.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what's the shortcut? Is it X? So you can
For
get
what?
the different views.
No, X is delete. I think it's tab.
Z?
No, it's not tab. I don't know. I don't care.
I know it has to be lazy or X for different views for the mesh.
That's cool. Check it out. I got my two screens.
Okay.
What is it? This is a good question, though. Okay, so look, I can kind of come in here and here, let's give them different colors. Let's extend it there. Let's assign that. There we go. There we go. Man, this place is coming together. Even though we got some really, really basic screens. And I don't know. It's nice to see things starting to take shape. You know what I mean, Van? Should I just keep that one there? I was thinking of also making that an actual part of the wall. I think I'm also going to... Oh, you know what? Yeah, I am going to make that a part of the wall. And the reason being is because I can move them up together if I do that compared to needing to do them separately, which is really, really lazy, but that's me. How can I do this to make sure that it's... I know what I'll do. is so good. What we will do is... What happens if I delete this edge? Okay, I can live with that. And then we're going to send this over to 0 on the X. And we'll send this over to 0 on the X. There we go. And then we're going to assign black. There we go. And we're going to move that up. If anybody, including Secretary, of course, has an opinion on how high these screens should be. I think, oh God. Here, let's go into this view. I feel like, I feel like the middle screen should be centered like that. And then the side screens, they look a little bit low, but I think that I'm okay with that. What do you think, Secretary?
What's going to be underneath those side screens?
Does anybody want to tell her? I already talked about this, but obviously...
Oh my God, did you?
Someone wasn't paying attention.
What does it look like from their angle, by the way? Like, what are we going to see when we look at all those screens?
Memes.
Like, what's the view going to look like?
Wait, what do you mean?
So we're going to see the two characters in the screens, right? From this angle?
Occasionally, like, yeah, this will occasionally be the angle, but much more often we'll be seeing just like full frontals of them.
Yeah.
The camera's gonna be pointing at them much more often than not, but occasionally it'll pull behind them and do like dramatic slides, and you'll see what's on the screens, and it'll be just the dumbest crap in the world.
Yeah. No, the side screens look good to me where they're at.
So there's only one. What? Go ahead.
The middle screen might be a little low.
Well, maybe, but I feel like it kind of should be. I think it looks more substantial here. Let's see if I bump it up a little bit higher. Well, first of all, I need to give it some depth. There we go. There we go. Actually, hold on a second. Let's do that, and then let's do that. Let's also do that with these. Just the front of the screen is going to be black. Okay. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Me either. It's all right. I think it should be a little bit lower because I feel like it should be more. It looks more substantial. But let's just take a look. Oh, come on. Oh, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Bummer. I wanted to be able to move them up together, but rip that idea. If I just had that as one face, then I could have, but all right, so this is what they look like a little bit higher. And I feel like the tops of the screen should meet up together. I feel like that looks better, but let's see what it looks like if they're not. Let's also make this a little bit smaller, actually. Whoops. Thinking if there's a way I can do this easily. Screw it. You know what? That's fine. Whatever. Okay, let's move these down a little bit and just see how it feels. So, apparently everybody else forgot too. What we're going to put under these screens are floating keyboards, remember? Like keyboards attached to the wall.
You said keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good. So here's the thing about that. If the screen is really high up, that means the floating keyboard is going to be really high up. Which is going to be kind of weird because that's just not going to make much sense. What's up, Mino? How you doing, man? So yeah, they probably should be a little bit lower. And you know what? Actually, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. Can we put anything above the screen? What could we put above the screen? I'm doing pretty well, man. How about you? Whatever. Nothing's immediately coming in mind for that, but let's throw in these floating keyboards. And we can make those different shapes. God, it looks so much better with, you know what? I think I'm just going to stick with this view. Even though it's...
I mean, you can't hide the walls, can't you?
I mean, I can hide them, but... you know what? Actually, that might... Oh, since they're not separate objects, I'm not sure if I can. So, whatever. We'll just wing it. Okay. Let's throw in those floating keyboards. Where is that shape? There it is. You know what? Screw that. No, let's go. There we go. Let's go ahead and flatten that up. So I want to make the keyboard tray right now. And I want to make it attached to the wall. Is that a 45-degree angle over there? It's close. I want to make it attached to the wall with like an arm, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what clicks. I'm jonesing so hard on this music, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Shut up. Besides a keyboard and mouse that'll go on these trays, what else could we put? I eventually want to think of something to throw up on top of the screens, but I think I'm actually also going to pull these screens a little bit farther off the wall.
You know, when you first said floating keyboards,
Yeah.
I thought you said skateboards, so it'd just be the, like those skateboard holders that you put on the wall. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Don't be silent.
I
No?
have
Okay, let me
no
find a
idea
picture
what
for you.
floating skateboards.
Yeah, it's where they put like their skateboard boards on display without the
The
wheels.
skateboard boards?
Yes, the skateboard boards. When they don't have the wheels on them.
Oh, you're just talking about like a mount to put the skateboard on the wall.
Yeah, let me show you.
I mean, is that what you mean?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
All right, so I want these to be at a little bit of an angle. Let's go ahead and rotate this piece. How much of an angle? I don't want them to get wrist strain. Is it scale? That is scale. Sweet. Why? Hold up. Why isn't that local? Oh, are those all set differently? Probably. All right, we're looking good, fam. This thing's coming together. I don't think this needs to be the entire width of the screen. I feel like that's pretty good.
There's something like that I was thinking.
Let's see what they're talking about. Yeah, skateboard mounts. Or just a wall mount to display something, yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, how is that related to what we're talking about?
I don't know. I thought like it just it would give one of them more character if they just had like the room cluttered with things that they like or something.
Oh, you just
Make it more
okay.
like homey.
Yeah. So, I would say that probably we'll reserve just the things that are on the desk for that. Like they'll have a couple of things on the desk that'll kind of give them some personality. But the posters on the wall. So again, I kind of want to have as much of this kind of quote make sense end quote for the environment that they're in. So I'm thinking that what's on the wall is kind of like what the office managers kind of decided to decorate the room with, and then what's on their desk is a combination between what's necessary for them to do their job and just ornaments, crap that they brought from home.
No, I gotcha.
Okay, so we got our little keyboard tray attached to the wall. I feel like it's a little bit of an angle, but I think that should be fine. I want to give as much of this stuff personality as I can. Here, let's do this. It'll just help kind of break up all of this. We'll have this floating off the wall a little bit more, and we'll attach it to the wall with a, you'll see. How do I set the cursor to selected? There we go. Let's throw a cylinder in there. Holy crap, that's huge. Isn't this set to local? Whatever. Why didn't that rotate the way that I wanted it to? There we go. I wonder... I'm not going to get too obsessive about it. Okay, we have it attached to the bottom of it like that. And then it's going to have like a little... it's just going to be a bracket, essentially, or like an arm that attaches it to the wall. How do I want to rotate this thing? Make sure it looks natural. There we go. That's probably good enough. None of this stuff is going to be really big on screen. I probably should be a little bit more concerned with the vertices, though, because we're going to be doing, hypothetically, hopefully, a lot of these, and that's going to take time to render all that. That should be fine. What was it to, right click, right? Smooth, there we go. Okay. Let's scale that up a touch. Just a wee bit. There we go. Slide it down away from the board tray a little bit more. There we go. Then I want to add a sphere down here. Let's go ahead and center the cursor on that to make that easier for us. There we go. Let's add some smooth shading on that. Then let's duplicate that guy. Then let's rotate around the 3D cursor. Oh, I love making things easy on myself. Look at that. Look at that. So I could have just as easily just attached that thing to the wall, but instead decided to try just a wee bit harder. And now it's got some more personality. It's attached by a bracket. Look at that. And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
Shut up. You
A
missed.
bracket.
You missed your chance. A bracket. Let's add one more ball to the wall. A bracket. Scale. Hopefully I'm doing this the right way. It looks like I am. Yeah, cool. Let's throw one more of these guys against the wall. Here, let's do this. Get you over there. And then let's actually do this by view. There we go. Yeah. I think that's what we want. Yeah. Let's actually scale these down a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Man, I am a god.
Yeah, you are.
Shh. Enabler. I told you, man.
Look, dude, you're creating something and it looks fantastic. Okay.
Thanks, dog.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, God. I'm getting the special kid compliments now.
No.
You're
stop.
doing so well. Keep it up. Wow.
No, that's not it at all, and you know it.
Did I not create a duplicate of that? Oh, and I think I blew it trying to. There we go. Yeah, let's just do this. Wait, where's that going? Here, let's do this. Cursor to 3D object or selected. That works for me. And then selected to cursor. There we go. Not exactly what I wanted, but now I want to move it away from that. Ugh. You know what? Just moving it straight down should be close enough to what we want. There we go. Then let's go ahead and move these guys. Let's just move to view. It's not very accurate, but who cares? This is all going to be really tiny on screen. Sometimes I can get lost in the trees, fam, instead of looking at the forest. So, trying to avoid that. Do you know what that metaphor means, Secretary?
I do not. Please enlighten me.
Being able to see the trees, or being able to see the forest instead of the trees, means you're not focused on the tiny little details, like seeing every single tree. You're looking at the forest, which is taking a step back and not obsessing so much.
That's how I get with art sometimes and drawing. Like, I know it's a blade of grass, dude. I don't have to spend like 10 minutes on it.
Yeah, like how I'm spending all this time on making this stupid. Why is this over here? That's not. Local. It should be on local. Why is the cursor over there? That's weird. It's work. That's not right. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, there we go. Median point? There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. I'm definitely getting hung up on this stuff way too much. You know what I am going to do, though? This is going to make things a little bit easier. Cursor deselected. Selection of cursor. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit more obsessive here because... Or not obsessive. Is it? Yeah, obsessive because I can make this perfect and I don't know why I didn't. Or can I?
Do you have to?
I don't have to. This is just good enough. Look, it's fine. It's stupid. You know what's funny is that, like, you're not even going to see that. No, you kind of see it. Yeah. I could pull it down even more to bring a little bit more in view. Whatever. We just got to move on. That's fine. You know what's funny is this isn't even that, like, you can't even really use it. Because if you try to turn this thing to the side, it's just going to hit the wall. I mean, you could tilt it a little bit. Here, let's do this. There we go. Oh, I hate how the walls get in the way. I hate it so much. Cool. Good enough. For the love of God. Cool. So awesome. We got a tray on the wall. We'll put another tray on the other wall. Let's group all these together because it's going to be a lot easier to manage that way. Select group. No, that's not what I want. I want to just group it. Oh, wait, that's not group. How do I group? Join? Sure. Join works too. Then we're going to duplicate that piece, and then we're going to rotate it by 45, I guess. Oh, yeah, that'll be right. And then we're going to slide it across the room. Whoa, that's not right. Oh, I needed to rotate it by 90. So another 45 should do the trick. Wow, that doesn't make any sense. Let's try this again. Duplicate. Rotate by on the Z by 90. Ooh, that doesn't make any sense unless this one's off. No, that one's perfectly on. If I rotate it on the Z-axis, if this is a perfectly mirrored, is it ending up like... Let's see what happens when I rotate on it. Look, it's perfectly mirrored. Do I not know how shapes work? I don't... If it's mirrored and I'm rotating it on the vertical axis by 90 degrees, should it not line up perfectly with that opposite wall? I don't understand.
There's that one point that I wanted to ask you that, but I wasn't sure if you wanted to just give it character or if I was just looking at it like at the wrong angle.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but at the same time, I am fine because I will give it some character. I really wanted it to be perfect, but screw it, whatever. Boom. We got keyboards. You know what? Here, let's bump up the FOV here. That'll help me stay in that room. There we go. It'll be a lot easier to maneuver around here now. Son of a... Oh, wait, I can clip. There we go. Stupid. Cool. All right, so we've got the keyboards on the walls underneath the panels. That is lined up, right? Yeah. It's still blowing my mind how rotating that by 90 didn't perfectly align it under the wall. So let's say that whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. Screw it. Let's also do this real quick. How come I can't? Oh. Are those separate objects? No. I could have made those. I could have saved some vertices with that. And I'll probably clean it up later. Yeah, I need to not forget that this is just about filling out a scene. This isn't about making it perfect yet. What am I doing? I am going to... There we go. Let's go ahead and give this a... Wait, what? There we go. That'll work. There we go. Okay, and there's going to be nothing under the middle screen. And that's just going to be a big old screen on the wall. I'm thinking moving that back down. Okay, I'm thinking moving that back down. Not a big fan of... I think it looks better centered. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then let's move these down to match. Actually, no. If we move those up to be aligned with the top of that screen, I think the keyboard heights actually make sense. Because they're standing keyboards, and their height right now is when they're sitting. So if they were standing up, that'd be a keyboard height. Yeah, that'd be fine. Kind of tempted to put like a couple more mini screens above those, but I think I need to extend this step down area because either I need to shorten it or extend it, because at its current length it's just going to be a blank space of wall. If it was shorter, it would be less noticeable, and if it was longer, we could like put something on it. Maybe that could be the spot where we could put the dumb like motivational quotes and stuff. Then that feels... What else could we put on that wall to kind of break it up? I don't know, but we got those 3 screens now. I think it's finally time to start working on the little stations on the sides, which I still don't know what the hell they're going to have going on, but I think 2 separate stations. So if we do the one that has the, we could have 4 separate ones. Because if we just do 2 on each side, it's going to look repetitive. One's got to be an EKG. One's got to be radar. What other? Oh, you know what? And also I could do. Well, no, on their little panel they're gonna have. So I was thinking another one would just have like knobs and levers and stuff. And you know what? Actually, I think that's actually in each corner. So I'll have like the EKG in this corner, and maybe I'll actually cut off the corner of the room with that too. So I'll have like a here, let's just mock this up or just get going on it. So we'll do something like this. What did I just do? There we go. Oh, what am I? Oh, I'm in. Whoops. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. There we go. So, how far up the wall should this be? Should probably be at the keyboard height, but that's also if it's stepped down right there, then it should probably be a little bit taller. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay. And then we can slide that. I probably shouldn't do this in the corner. It's going to be a little bit easier to do it with, just easier to work with things where you can use the X, Y, and Z axis.
Back, by the way.
What's up, dog?
Howdy.
There we go. Can I do 0.5? Perfect. What? That'll work. God, I hate the clipping, how it's working now in this mode. All right. Then let's go ahead and slide this up. Wait, what? No, just grab it. There we go. Yeah, we're kind of ending up with the shape that I was hoping for. For this little terminal we're going to have. It kind of looks like a stupid bird from the side.
And what is the terminal for?
This is going to be either, we're going to use this for both the EKG and the radar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they'll have like, there'll be a little panel with like buttons and switches. And then on the top here, we'll have a screen. Like that. I need to... I don't think this is going to work, but let's see what happens. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. Here, let's do this. That's not what I wanted either. Damn. I want to make that less sharp. I want to give it an edge, but I'm thinking about how to do that most easily. I just want to essentially... You know what? Screw it. One of these days, I'm going to look back at this and be like, oh my God, it's so dirty. But you know what? Get the stuff done over here, fam. There was definitely a way that I could have done this much more cleanly. But you know what? Getting stuff done, fam. I think I should have a little bit of a slope to it. Remember that time that somebody was playing Energy and I tried to get him to say a bunch of racist stuff on stream?
Yes.
Oh, that was the best. Good times.
Poor Katana.
Ah, good times, man. He started it, to be fair.
Oh my God. We don't have to go over it.
We don't, but I'm just saying, he started it.
I know.
There we go. I feel like that looks pretty good. It looks like a nice little terminal, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that while you were gone, I was thinking of doing it like this. Oh, come on. I got to make it wider now. The X, right? Yep. So actually doing it like this instead. Why does that look like that?
Kind of reminds me of a piano.
That's cool.
Okay, man.
Oh, that's why that was happening. It's because it's that. Okay, that makes sense. Huh. I guess I didn't think about how that was. Oh, I see what you're talking about now.
Do you now?
I do. Took me a minute, but I got there in the end.
Good. I'm happy for you.
So I could work like that. Oh, should I also put like a little stool in front of it? Or like, oh, you know, I should probably put like a little floating chair. Or not a floating chair, but like an office chair. Let's also do this, actually. I was not thinking that this was going to be a thing, but screw it, why not? Make the top of it go up. Makes it a little bit more, I don't know, just feels like it fits the aesthetic.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like the way it's coming out.
Make it go up to the wall, because why not? Or to the ceiling, rather. It's definitely it's too big. Should be just a little piece instead of like this big thing. It looks pretty good. I dig it. I dislike how, and you know, I could easily solve that. Here, let's see what I can do. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I dig it. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that it turns the room into freaking... Okay, so now what to do with that space? How much do I bet if I take this, duplicate it, rotate it on the Z by 45, shoot, by 90, whoops. If I take this, duplicate it, rotate on the Z by negative 90, hey, look, it does what the other one thing was supposed to do. Is it because, I don't know, I'm done thinking about it. Let's also make sure this is perfectly aligned. Because why not? There we go. So now I've got, I kind of dislike how we've got these slanted surfaces on all four corners. It feels a bit repetitive, too symmetrical. And the thing is that if I would have done the same thing I wanted to do originally, which is just throw these on the side like this, then it wouldn't look nearly as bad. Yeah, you know what? As much as I do like what's going on over there, that's a really unique and cool shape. It does just kind of weird me out with all four corners having slants like that.
Yeah.
Great feedback, dude. Love it.
Oh no, it just looks a little busy. I was trying to find the words for it. Okay.
Yeah. I think that this is another thing that I discussed when you were gone, but I'm thinking of giving you more poster space between. No. I think that. Okay, actually, yeah, we're going to make a change here. The poster space is going to be between the screen. It's going to be on the little step down area because there's nothing really else that I can do with that step down area because it's a slant like that. I'm sure that I could think of something eventually, but I think that's where we'll throw the posters. And on the back, the reason for that being is because I want most of the time, I want the posters to kind of have like their something where people will be like, oh my God, did I really just see that? Like, what the hell was that? Same thing as how like when we'll do the backside camera, it'll be pretty rare, and that's why you'll see the memes on the screens and stuff. But if the posters are directly behind them like this, then it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be playing at the joke too much. You'll see them the whole time and it's just going to be super repetitive. So this space right here where we'll put the posters, and I'll extend that a little bit more to give you a little bit more space.
Okay. And by the way, when you first brought up that the screens were going to be shown for like a split second, for whatever reason, I just want to put this image up of this monkey flipping the camera off. So it's just going to be up for like a split second.
Well, it's not, and it's going to be interesting because I really want to have it be video on the screens, obviously, right?
Yeah, but I know, it's just like, even if it's for like one frame, like you can see it for a split second, and if it goes back, it's just like a video playing.
I think it'd be better if you use that for one of your posters. So the posters could be sometimes drawn, sometimes something like that, and you could have be, I don't know, just put something on there like inspirational or like, I don't know. But yeah, that image definitely works for me. It's definitely the vibe I'm going for. Let's put it that way. I do love it. By the way, fam, so you can see here, this is what we're talking about. This will at some point be involved with this room. Don't know how yet, but it will happen.
Oh man, it's so good.
Okay, I'm also going to get a little bit OCD here because I finally found the dimensions that I think are going to work best for this. You know what? We've got this music is a little too inspirational. We're gonna need to skip that song. Oh, this is nice and depressing. I love it.
Oh no.
Okay. So I'm thinking this all can go at negative 0.5, right? Yeah. Fantastic. Which means now that this can go to positive 0.5. And this can go to 1. Why does it keep selecting that? It's not what I want. I want this. What the hell is happening?
Are you sure there's not two vertices there?
Edges?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
Yeah. Bump. You know what? Here. Let's do this. Select all of them. It's still gross and disgusting, but whatever. Whoops. Pretty sure that's everything, right? Okay. Oh, you know what? All these need to go too. I am pretty sure that's everything. Yep. Cool. Okay. And then we're going to take that all to 1. What didn't move? Oh, that's the thing. Okay. Then we're going to take all this. Didn't you have to go at 5, by the way?
No. It's just that, I was gonna get ready for work, but then it's the job that I usually do at 4 in the morning, so I can leave at whatever time. That doesn't matter.
Whatever time, as long as it's before 4 in the morning.
Yes.
Wow.
I just wanted to get it done early, man. Okay.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Sure.
When do you go back to work?
6 would probably be best.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Did I just do that right? Yeah, I think I did. There we go. Everything's got... Oh, God. That's messed up now. Oh, no. And it's also... Oh, no.
Oh, what are you doing?
Stat, bro. I think that I think that I am going to not make these a part of the walls. I don't know why I originally did. It's pretty dumb. Just why did I do that? There had to have been a reason. Oh, it was so it would be mirrored. Who cares? Dissolve vertices. Pretty sure that's what I wanted. Oh wow, and that I love Blender. I love Blender so much. Dissolve edges. That didn't work. Delete edges. Yeah, I had the feeling that was gonna get jammed up. Is there? Yeah, I'm glad I caught those. That would have annoyed me. Then we're going to want to do a little bit of that action. Cool. So we lost the screens. Everything is nice and lined up now, though. We've got 4 quarters of the room. 1 quarter is that step down area. 1 quarter is at the front there, and then we got 2 quarters at the back. I like it when things are nice and divided up perfectly. So that tickles me nicely. You know what? Screw it. I am going to give this some character. It's not very much, not very like me. But you know, it's good. It's good to do things that challenge your OCD. So that one's going to be turned a little bit in. And then shut up. And then this one's going to be turned a little bit.
You're getting crazy with it.
Getting
now.
crazy over here, man. OCD.
Oh my god, you're going completely off the rails today.
I'm losing it, man. Call the cops. Cool. So that one's tweaked in. That one's tweaked out. No, my soul. I'm short circuiting, fam.
You got this.
Another thing that's gonna, I really wanted those to be lined up, but like the same, like no gap between the two things. But I'm thinking a small gap might look a little bit better. Even though, like, I just think about all the dust and crap that'll collect between that. And I'm like, that'd be such a pain to clean.
But it's not real, Mac.
Shut up, Secretary. What is real?
It's only gonna get dust on it if you give it dust, okay? That's how this works.
Yeah, but you also... Here, let's see what this looks like, actually. I'm curious. Yeah, but now we'll need 2 things to the sides of it. So the reason why I kind of want to do this instead is because it'll give more... There's so much wall.
I'm telling you, man, filing cabinets.
You know what? Actually, yeah, that is going to happen. Good call. So, yeah, what we'll do is I'll throw one of these over here, and then we'll turn what's going to be in this corner to a filing cabinet. I mean, really, all we need is a cube for that for now. Oh, we got such inspirational music going on right now for the filing cabinet creation.
As there should be.
What's up with you and filing cabinets, man?
I don't know.
Oh, you know, we can put like a coffee cup on top of this too. Throw a little bit of, yeah, throw a little bit of character up in there. So we got the filing cabinet in the corner. And then let's make this a little bit... Should make that a little bit deeper. No. Maybe make this like a double wide filing cabinet. Yeah, so I like the idea behind there being a filing cabinet in the room because it's like that's where they're storing all the data regarding past situations.
Yeah. And they can have like folders or just papers.
Oh yeah, we could have like a file on top of the filing cabinet, just kind of like hanging out and stuff. Yeah. I like it, man. This is why I keep you around.
Aww.
Feeling like I should move this section up a little bit. Like that. There we go. So since the posters aren't going to be on these walls anymore, we could have like on one side of it, we'll have a cool looking version of like a map, right? So kind of like here, let's see what I can find here. Just come back to our chat and it's this monkey flipping me off. So like a world night world map of lights. I guess that's kind of like what I'm thinking of. Funny thing about this is that the world's never completely dark all at once, so it's impossible for this to be a thing. But yeah, so something like that maybe where I don't know, it could represent like the crises across the world, right? So we'll have something like that up on the wall, on one side of the door. Let me actually save that because I really like that idea. Whoa!
What happened?
Nothing, man. All right, so we'll save that. What?
What was that?
Shh.
Oh God, what was that?
Don't worry about it. That was my research folder. So yeah, I'll save that later.
You're gonna have to delete the VOD later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I'll look back and see how much you can actually see from the from. It's just funny because it's the preview of that file. Yeah, do a little bit of rewind. Let me know how bad it is.
It was up for so long.
What's up?
It was up for so long.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Oh, you know what?
I've never
You actually
had prawn before.
What's up?
I've never had prawn before.
No, have you not? So you actually, I'm actually looking at the preview of the folder on my second monitor. You actually can't see. There's one where it's like nothing. It's like, oh, that's not surprising at all. And then there's another where if you look really closely, you know what it is. But
Okay.
yeah, I tried to be like, oh yeah, nothing, whatever, and you were like, who is it? Who is that? Let's call it out, make it a big deal.
I wouldn't have looked at the stream, okay, if you were like, huh?
What's up, Katano? Oh my god, speaking of Katano. How you doing, bro? So, the thing, not much, man. How about yourself? You been streaming much lately, dude? I'm doing all right, man. Secretary, I don't like how... Oh, you know what I could do, actually? If I extend this a little bit farther, then it'll match up with... Yeah. It'll match up with this side of that keyboard. That looks like it kind of makes sense. Oh, hell yeah, man. We'd always appreciate any love you could give Energy. Are you still on top of any of the leaderboards? It's been forever since I've checked, actually. Let me check and see.
Yes, he is. Okay. I played Zombots for a couple days last week.
Yeah.
And, God, dude, I don't get it. I don't get how he got, what was it, 13,000 or something like that?
How'd you do it, Katano? Let's see here. Where is Energy? There it is. I was going to say, if it's not even in my favorites anymore, that'd be so sad.
Oh my god.
It's opening on my second monitor. My other monitor. Why?
So that opens up on your second monitor.
Yeah, right. Hey, will you let it go, man? God, he's digging it up. It's dead already.
It's jokes.
All right, so I think if I turn it off of full screen and then move it up here and then there we go. Oh God, I got two different songs going on right now. Okay, let's see what the ranks look like here. Yeah, I'm still on top of ranked. It's because we haven't really had anybody play ranked in a while. Let's see what we got. Targets. Henry, Katano, Peepo. And then me. I don't remember how many of these are new. We should have... it would have been really cool if we could have had a timestamp, a date for when they got the score. I think I asked for that at one point in time, but... Let's see how Zombots is doing. Hey, look! Katano, then Peepo. It's so cool.
13,000. How, dude?
It's so cool seeing all these people that actually gave our game a legit shot. That's awesome, man. Something to be proud of.
Yeah, it is. And there are people still trying it out.
Yeah. Pretty much once a day we have somebody queue up.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I'm thinking there will be a little gap. Just like in the real world, you can't meld two objects together without fire. So we'll do that. And I feel like that's going to be pretty temporary. Because I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Thinking of also making this smaller. Yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, you know what? We can throw up some of those wire binder holders on top of it that have the slots, so you can put more files on top of it. So We'll fill out a little bit more in here. We'll throw some crap on top of there. Yeah. There we go. That looks good. I appreciate that, by the way, Katana. We put a lot of love into that thing, man. Why did we give up on energy? It's because it just didn't find much traction, dude. Like we could have done more, finishers and animations and stuff like that, and more backgrounds and stuff. But the thing is that, like, great example, right? On the other game that I made that I would say is significantly less awesome than Energy, we've made over like $500 from sales on that thing, which, don't get me wrong, we put in like 20, 30 grand, something like that into making it. I put in 20 or 30 grand into making that thing. And so to make 500 back was like pretty brutal, but we still made 500 back. And I probably spent about 10 to 15 grand on making Energy. And we've made $36 from that game. So when you ask, why did I give up on it? It's because as much as I love doing things I'm passionate about, at some point when you're dumping thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars into something, unless you've got that just lying around, it's got to show some sort of return. Right? So that's why. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. If it gets some sort of attention, after it's dead for this long, then I'd love to come back to it. It'd be awesome to come back to and make more of that game, dude. There are a few things that I'd love more than that, but unless that happens, man, it shall stay 6 feet deep. Or a zombie, depending on how you look at it, because, it's still playable.
Unlike Zeroed. I still can't play Zeroed.
I can! Yeah, that's your problem, not mine.
I've done everything, man. I want to play it. I miss...
Yeah, dude. It just comes back to interest, If it gets dragged back from the dead and people actually, show interest in it, and it looks like we could actually, make some actual money from having it around, then hell yeah. Like I said, I'd love few things more than to bring that thing back from the dead. All right. Well, let's take a little spin around here. And let's turn clipping back on. There we go. Yeah. From this angle, when we do shots like this, we'll see the posters on the sides back there. I'm not in love with what's going on here, but I think it's a good iteration. I think that we can give it a crack with something that just works for the first, wave of episodes. And we'll do the best that we can with it. But we'll move on at some point and do a version 2.0. They'll do an episode where they actually move down the hall to an office that doesn't look like shit. Yeah, in terms of the unique ones not making it that far, occasionally they do. Occasionally you get some new kind of concept. Like, how big was Battle Royale before, help me out, Secretary. Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
Before Fortnite took off and, kind of set that genre. Or what was the one? Oh, then again, I was going to say that stupid game that came back after like 3 years or whatever. Among Us, yeah. But the thing is, that was a ripoff off of Mafia or whatever. And I've played a couple of games like that. They're awesome, and it was just a different kind of take on it. So, yeah, my favorite analogy for that, Katano, is the first one through the door always gets bloodied. He always gets shot to hell, and then it's the people after that who usually survive. So, yeah, maybe more games like Energy come out later, and they're way more successful. Maybe, I don't know, but I thought it was a unique take on things. I enjoyed what we did with it, and yeah, maybe someday we'll be able to give it another shot or make an Energy 2 or something like that. But oh, I forgot to put the screens back in here. In terms of what this is actually, I'm going to get back into animation more likely than not. And I'm going to make a new animation, and what you're looking at are the assets for that. I'm going to spend most of the time in this room. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Oh, the music got so somber.
Oh no.
It is almost time to start wrapping this up, though, so maybe somber is a good thing. I gotta get back to work.
Same.
Oh, you know what? Here, let's just flip this already. There's no way this is gonna be 45, right? Whoops. What? Wait, what? Oh, was that the... Yeah, so it's gonna be negative 45? Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. The angle on that wall isn't exact. That'll work.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed on Twitch, it's showing that you're playing Stepmania and you're working out.
Good job. I asked you if everything was set up properly. People have been coming in here looking for a sweaty boy.
No.
And they've been sorely disappointed.
No, that is on you, please.
What? So Katana, we actually have another game launching. Secretary, you want to throw a link out there for to the demo for Hexed. So we got a tower defense game coming out that's been done for a long time. I was just trying to make it better, and eventually I just finally went, you know what, it's good enough, guys. So that thing is going to be releasing in the intermediate future. Yeah, should be coming out. Pretty sure it's October. What's up, Secretary?
That is not our Hex. Here it is.
What do you mean it's not our Hexed?
Oh, there's another game called Hex.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were talking about the fact that Cole kind of took over production. I'm like, you kid.
No, that's not it at all.
Nah. October soon. July, August, September, October, November, December, right? It's relatively soon. Like I said, it's been done for a while. It was just a matter of finally wrapping it up. But the demo is available. You can play the demo right now. Hey, look, there's the link.
Yeah, I was checking to see if I can change the game in the back end. Since I don't have to log in, that'd be great.
Yeah, chop, man. I'm still confused as to... Let's see if it happens again. I'm pretty sure it will. Whoops. Oh, wait. No, is that right? Yeah, no, it's still off. Don't know why that happens, but I don't think I care anymore. I'm just going to manually rotate it. There we go.
might just put this under just chatting.
As I'm right about to wrap up the stream, we finally fix it. You've had one job, man.
Look, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Trying
Yeah.
my best over here.
Well,
And I was more focused on YouTube. Okay. My bad. But there, should be fixed.
about time. All right. Nice little amount of progress today. We got some screens on the walls. We got some keyboard trays. We'll throw some keyboards up there eventually and a mouse on the side. We'll fill out the filing cabinet, give it all its drawers and stuff like that. Put some doodads on the EKG monitor and the radar. Give them some buttons and knobs and whistles and stuff. Yeah, in the near future. And we got to do their console. The console is going to be a big thing to tackle, but all in due time. I feel like spatially it's starting to come together, though. It's also, it does strike me as a little bit not enough going on, but I think that once we start dressing up the walls and stuff, I think it'll be good. So,
Yeah, sure.
not a bad start. Not a bad start at all.
I like it. I like the screens.
So do I. Yeah, it looks really formal. Looks like we got business going on here.
Yeah.
It looks like, are they? Whoops. If I rotate that. Okay, yeah, they are lined up. Why does that look off? Is it just because of the FOV? Probably. Whatever. Let's raise these up a little bit. Whoops. No, actually, let's do this. Let's bring all these down.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say, do they type on those keyboards, or are they just for show?
I mean, they never actually are going to go there themselves, but ideally, whenever you're making something like this, everything's position makes sense. So, yeah, someone would type on those, except for the slant on the floor. I'm not going to think too much about. Eventually,
Yeah.
hopefully, one of these days, we do get to a second version of this room, and we get somebody who knows what they're doing to actually do it. But this will be good enough for government work. All right, fam. I'm done here. Hopefully you liked day one. We'll get back to it eventually. I don't know when, but we'll find out. For now, it was magical. Thank you all for being here. I'm dipping. Peace.